J.K. Rowling and the fallacy of her supporters every time you criticize her. Oh, they throw, oh, she sold XX million copies. Oh, you're jealous of her success. It's usually nonsense pushed by people that have never picked up her books, and I will say that much. Anyone that throws the, oh, she sold this XX amount of freaking copies. I don't care how many copies J.K. Rowling sold. She could sell as much as the highest selling book of all time, and I still would fucking think that her books are slop, that they're trash, and that's that. Objectively, Harry Potter are awful fucking written books. From poorly written characters, from almost non-existent world building that is freaking so paper thin that fans have to come up with their own theories to make sense of her shitty fucking world. Fan fiction writers have actually done a much better job of actually writing for her world than she ever did, because I'm just going to say this, fanfic writers are actually better than J.K. Rowling, and I'll fucking die on that hill. Of course, I haven't even talked about the morality of Harry Potter or the lack of it. J.K. Rowling supporters, they will do everything to defend this woman. Even though that she, and I'm just bringing this up because it's relevant as of this video, she's attacking asexual people. So, another marginalized group that is basically doesn't get representation in society. Oh yeah, doing what all bullies do, attack those who cannot fight back systematically. J.K. Rowling is like every other bully in history. She's a fucking coward, and so are the people that support her. Because like J.K. Rowling, they support people punching down at those that are weak. J.K. Rowling is a weak individual that without the power of the internet, and I will say this, without the internet, J.K. Rowling wouldn't have the reach that she does. Let's just be real. J.K. Rowling wouldn't do the shit that she does in someone's face if she could do it. She could be behind a computer screen every day, just obsessively talking about trans people every single day. And now she's going after asexual people with little to no consequences because it's easier than ever to be a fucking fascist bigot. Because if she tried to do that years ago, she would already been humiliated a long time ago, and people would never have heard from her again, because the internet amplifies the most worst people imaginable. She's continuing able to do what she does. She's a racist. Anyone that denies that she isn't. She attacked she attacked an athlete that isn't even trans last year, and still to this day insists that a black woman is a man. Which goes to show you where the TERF movement is truly about. It's white supremacy. But this is more about her as an author, because everything I say about her as a person, people have said countless times better than I ever could. And not to mention, since I don't have the LGBTQ experience to draw on, I can only speak from an outsider looking in as someone that actually supports these people and actually knows a few people in these communities. I could speak from that experience, but not as someone that's experienced it personally. J.K. Rowling doesn't know how to do anything but attack other people. She's a has-been that has only been relevant after her shitty books ended because of controversy. If it weren't for controversy, J.K. Rowling would have already fucking been one of those forgotten authors. Because nothing about her work is actually memorable. The only thing that actually came out of her work that actually was decent, you could argue, is the movies. And I argue the movies are better than the books in every fucking way. And any book fan of Harry Potter can fucking suck a bag of dicks. So I'm serious. You could fucking get fucked. The movies, despite working with some of the shittiest source material imaginable, because I do think Harry Potter is some of the worst fucking books I've ever read in my life. And didn't even bother finishing the series. I've only read the first 5 books. They managed to do a miracle. They had a great cast to play the characters, and it's the actors themselves and the cast and crew that made J.K. Rowling her billions, along with the fans. It wasn't J.K. Rowling. This woman couldn't write to save her life. Why is it that her success, her series after Harry Potter, why did that fail? Why does that not get the same attention? Because J.K. Rowling, there's nothing about her as an author that stands out. She can't write something that is beyond Harry Potter because she doesn't have the talent to do so. She hasn't improved in her craft. All she knows how to do is write stereotypical characters. And the kind of so-called heroic characters she has would be considered villains in every other story. I'll get to that later, but seriously, why can't supporters of J.K. Rowling and those who supposedly support women, and I speak this as someone that actually appreciates the literature that J.K. Rowling has fucking butchered, why can't they go after other works? Why can't they actually read other works, even if they're not mainstream like Harry Potter? Here's this book I'm currently reading. It's not even mainstream. I didn't even know it existed. I found it. Is it good? I don't know. I haven't fully read it. The very fact is, at least I'm willing to check out other works that are written by women. Because I've been primarily looking for women writers for the past 3 years, because I know there's fucking amazing work out there that I have yet to discover. And there's a wonderful world of books out there. Many books out there. Multiple books. So fucking many of them. And there's some of the greats as well, which I do have 2 of her books. Just give me a second. All right. I have yet to read these. My backlog of books is so fucking large. I have this written by a woman that actually existed long before J.K. Rowling was born and actually wrote some shit. And a wizarding book that existed before Harry Potter. I fucking know my shit. I may not be an expert by any stretch, because there's thousands of books, so many, that I don't think I won't ever read them all. There's other authors that exist. It isn't, J.K. Rowling is just a tiny fraction of what is out there in terms of fantasy, science fiction. J.K. Rowling just does everything that no other fucking author would be allowed to get away with it. She's so bad at writing. Her world building is just terrible. And not to mention just how disgustingly racist and misogynistic her freaking works tend to be. All of her female characters, they're all poorly written, and they're written in a way that's very, you could argue, misogynistic in a way that if you didn't even know J.K. Rowling, who she was, you would think that it was a man writing the books. That's just how awful the Harry Potter novels are. And those who are coming out of the woodwork to support J.K. Rowling, it's wait, so you, I guarantee you, a lot of the new book sales for Harry Potter are fucking books that collect dust, because I doubt most people who support her even read at all. Oh, J.K. Rowling is such a talented writer. Oh, really? You think she's so great? There's plenty of other writers that do not get the attention that they deserve, that aren't fucking a bunch of raging fascists using their money and influence to strip people of their rights. J.K. Rowling is one of the worst human beings to have ever lived. And Harry Potter fans, I don't trust anyone that claims to be a fan at this point. And I do mean that. When you have a woman that takes a picture of herself smiling and smoking a cigar at her yacht, celebrating stripping the rights of marginalized people, you truly are scum. Everything that Harry Potter stands for is evil, in my opinion. If you read in the lines of Harry Potter, the character himself is a scumbag. He's a bully, just like all the other bullies that you encounter in the books. when you read the books, there is no good people. All these people are fucking awful. And the people that Harry and his friends are cruel to, a lot of them don't even deserve it. Like, Luna Lovegood is basically treated like every other autistic person is treated by people who've never interacted with autistic people ever. Weird, strange. They even just say some like mocking remarks towards her, and how she just wants to belong and how she just trying to fit in. Like, it's very disgusting. And the way the Dursleys are written are just stereotypical. And I don't even remember his cousin's name, but the very fact that his morals change as soon as he loses weight just shows you everything that J.K. Rowling is. Oh, if you're fat, you don't belong in her world. If you're trans, you don't belong in her world. And don't give me that bullshit that she isn't homophobic either. Because why the fuck would she write a character that is that's clearly queer coded? I don't remember his name. Mind you, Harry Potter's names, they all just like blend in together. But those who read it, you know what I'm talking about. The guy could turn into a werewolf, and how he preys on children, because that's what werewolves do. It's like, wait, like some of the metaphors she does is like she doesn't know what she's talking about. Like, J.K. Rowling is so fucking ignorant. She couldn't figure out that her own fucking villains were literal Nazis until like halfway through her series. It's like J.K. Rowling is not only ignorant of her own of the stuff that she writes about, she's uncultured. Like, hell, if you're Irish, you probably would be able to know this better than I could. But she writes the Irish in such a stereotypical way too. J.K. Rowling doesn't even know what poor people are like the Weasleys. Like, anyone who knows what it's like to be poor knows that the way the Weasleys lives is complete bullshit. How are they poor? Harry Potter, in order to get into Hogwarts, you have to be wealthy to some extent. You have to. You have to at least be middle class. If you're not middle class, you're not going to get into Hogwarts, period. The Weasleys are not poor. J.K. Rowling doesn't, her idea of poverty is so detached from reality that I don't believe she's ever lived in poverty. And anyone who claims, oh, she did, no, that's bullshit. As someone that's lived in poverty, I fucking know what it's like. More than J.K. Rowling does. And J.K. Rowling does not know what it's like to live in poverty. She may have lived in poor conditions with what she was used to for a time, but that's not what poverty actually is. Poverty is being forced to make hard decisions of what to do at the end from month to month. Like, things could change. Like, they may not be able to fully afford to pay all the rent because they don't, because they're short on money because they got their hours were cut. The Weasleys, they have secure jobs. Like, there's just no reason to believe that they're fucking poor. They're really not. She's just like any neoliberal that grew up like at this time. She doesn't have any idea of what it's actually like to actually truly be poor. She doesn't. And her experience shows in her writing. And not to mention, like, the morality of all the characters, like, is also questionable too. Like, if you just look into how her morality is now and look at Harry Potter, there really isn't much of a difference. Though people of other marginalized groups have solved this coming a long time ago. It's just, and I'm saying this to roast white millennials, because that's the biggest fan base of Harry Potter are the millennials. Is white people just cannot see what's obvious until it's in their face. Those who support J.K. Rowling, you're a fucking millennial, or you're a Gen X or Boomer. But Harry Potter is a millennial series, and as the millennials get older, you're going to see Harry Potter become less and less relevant over time, because it isn't like Lord of the Rings, which can withstand generations because it's not written with that context in mind. Harry Potter came out during the time where millennials were growing up. And they were the right age for the books. But now that millennials, the oldest are like are approaching 40 or are 40 right now. Like, Harry Potter is one of those series that's just more people are seeing for what it is. More people see that Harry Potter is not what it's cracked up to be, that it's a lot worse than people remember it. And just think about it. Look at the same people who, like, online who are Harry Potter fans. Like, majority of the people are are millennials and maybe older Gen Z. But other than them, majority of the fan base are within my generation. And unlike other franchises, when you have fandoms that spawn multiple generations, Harry Potter almost exclusively has millennials in it. And is it any coincidence that millennials is the generation that clings to Harry Potter the hardest, while those who are in Gen Z are the ones that are able to leave it behind? Because Gen Z isn't like my generation. My generation are a bunch of fucking babies that cannot let the things go. Harry Potter is nothing special. It really isn't. And if you're still clinging to Harry Potter because, oh, it's your childhood, then you're basically saying that Harry Potter matters to you more than the rights of marginalized people. Because as long as Harry Potter is relevant, J.K. Rowling will get money from it. She'll get recognition from it. She'll be basically reinforced her beliefs that, oh, people love me. They love what I do. So she'll continue to double down. She'll go after more and more fucking people. Like, do you think she'll stop at fucking trans people? She's going after asexuals now. What's going to happen next after them? Oh, she'll go after the disabled next, or Jews, or whatever group you can think of. People like J.K. Rowling, they never stop at one group. They always go one group after another, and until whoever you thought she was is unrecognizable, so that you yourself will have to recognize that J.K. Rowling is a fucking bigot. To be a fan of Harry Potter is to basically throw away your morals, because Harry Potter, the morality of that book series, is as empty as J.K. Rowling herself. And you can't look any further than Harry, the main character of the series, of just how devoid of morals J.K. Rowling is. Harry himself has none. He does the very things that were done to him in the first book. He's a bully, just like J.K. Rowling is. In fact, I can see Harry easily just being a freaking anti-trans bigot, just like Rowling is. Harry Potter is basically J.K. Rowling's avatar. Like, to support Harry Potter is to support evil, because it is evil. Everything about J.K. Rowling represents everything that is evil in this world. Because the underdogs of Harry Potter are marginalized, they're villainized, because, God forbid, they demand change. J.K. Rowling is for the status quo at all costs, including fascism. And Harry Potter is about defending the status quo, just like J.K. Rowling is. That's why she's attacking LGBT people. And she will go after queer people other than freaking these communities. She'll go after gays and lesbians next and claiming she's doing it to protect the children. J.K. Rowling will not stop. The one way we could do to stop her as people who don't live in the UK is to hit her at her wallet. Stop supporting Harry Potter. If you actually care about marginalized communities, do not support Harry Potter. And one other thing. If you claim to be for Jewish people, that's another reason to not support Harry Potter, because J.K. Rowling is a raging Zionist. She isn't Jewish, and yet she's supporting Zionist. She's a freaking anti-Semitic bigot that sued a freaking Jewish woman because she called her out on her Holocaust revisionism last year. So J.K. Rowling is not above going after Jews. If she could be convinced, she would. J.K. Rowling is One of the worst human beings to have ever lived. Harry Potter is not worth sacrificing an entire community for. Harry Potter in general is nothing special. There's a fuck ton of books you can read that are alternatives. And if you claim, oh, nothing can replace Harry Potter, you don't have to throw away your memories if you were a fan, but that doesn't mean you have to continue to support her. Don't freaking even buy her book secondhand. Don't even pirate it. Don't even write fanfics of it. Don't even make fan art of it. Do not engage in anything Harry Potter, because as long as it's relevant in any way, it's going to help J.K. Rowling. So no. Yeah. And I hope I don't have to talk about her again, but knowing how shit works, I may have to. I mean, there's other things I could have talked about, like her ableism, but that would make this video way too fucking long. So yeah, fuck J.K. Rowling and her supporters. And I really hope I don't have to talk about her again, but I'm not going to hold my breath on that. This woman cannot go 6 feet under soon enough.